Going to the last topic. The last topic is going to be about Trump and these Chinese people that he's letting in. Maybe we'll all agree that he shouldn't let them in. Let's end on a high. Everybody watching, please hit the like button. Thank you for watching. Shout out to Skeptic. Shout out to Enzo, our top 2 debaters.
600,000 Chinese students to study in the United States. Could you and the Secretary clarify what is the policy on Chinese students in the United States?
Well, we think we're getting along very well with China. And I'm getting along very well with President Xi. I think it's very insulting to say students can't come here because they'll go out and they'll start building schools and they'll be able to survive it. But I like that their students come here. I like that other countries' students come here. And you know what would happen if they didn't? Our college system would go to hell very quickly. You'd have, and it wouldn't be the top colleges. It would be colleges that struggle on the bottom. And you take out 300,000 or 600,000 students out of the system. I like having, and I told this to President Xi, that we're honored to have their students here. Now, with that, we check and we're careful and we see who's there, and Marco wants that. We spoke, we're in the same position. But we have a tremendous college system, the best in the world, nobody even close. That's why China sends them here. And you can call it an industry if you want, but you're talking about millions of people. And I'm honored to have the students from China come here, and they're...
So, Trumpy, I love you, but you are backtracking. We are sliding backwards. You just said you ain't care. Am I crazy? Didn't he say he didn't care if they don't send their people here? Now he's saying that he loves them. I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something. Gray, what do you think?
Trump's a communist. He just bought 10% of Intel. I mean, that's socialism, right? So, I mean, like, he did that. Now he's bringing in Chinese immigrants. Hey, I guess y'all should have just put Kamala Harris in there. I mean, with the stuff that Trump is doing.
I mean, he says that we're looking too deep into what he said. Just like Biden. So are you saying he had senile issues like Biden? I'm not understanding your point, bro. Anyways, Kamal, what do you think? 600 students. I mean, that's a spot for an American student. And if we really want to get specific, that's a spot for a Black American student. So what do you think? We got to delineate from the Chinese.
Man, this episode comedy. I don't care what nobody say right now. This is hilarious. You feel me? God damn, Greg, you was on the money. He did buy Intel. Oh, shit. You called him a communist? God damn. Hey, Gavin Newsom needs to take points from you, bruh. Get to his Twitter quickly, bruh. God damn. Wow. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, I'm thrown off right now because it's a lot that been thrown at me this panel. Sharks, burning, call Trump
gender dysphoria.
God damn. He said, might as well promote us. You go get communism, at least get it the right way, I guess, right? God damn, man. Wow. Yeah, man. I don't know what Trump talked about here, you feel me? But hey, man, old white motherfuckers got 2 times to be senile. We let Joe Biden do some senile shit every once in a while. We can have Trump do it every once in a while, you feel me? Man, good Lord. He bought that shit in Intel, Gray. I'm gonna talk to you the back end of the show because I got some more questions that I don't want to ask on here. But man, that was an interesting point.
For sure.
Wow. You're right. A Black American student could have went there. He gave
I'm trying to say, I'm looking out. But real talk, a Black American, white American, Hispanic American, any American student could have went there. And that to me, 600,000 is a lot. I'm sorry.
But I'm gonna be honest about college because I went to college. For most people that go to college, that shit's a scam.
It is.
Dead ass. So I ain't even mad. Let them, are they illegal? Because then we gotta ask that too. Like,
no, they get a visa. That's what he's giving them visas.
Is it the golden visa? Or
I think so. They're rich. A lot of Chinese people are rich. They're rich enough to get that visa.
Hell yeah, they be buying Gucci and all types of Louis Vuitton on Rodeo Road in Los Vegas, in Los Angeles and shit. Chinese people be balling, y'all. I'm telling y'all right now. So, damn.
Mia, what's your thoughts? Is college a scam?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, there are some aspects to it that is good. However, I feel like a lot of it is just extra filler. I feel like most of us could have learned how to do our jobs within a year and then 6 months of on the job training. I mean, 99% of you learn a lot in nursing school, but the majority that you're being taught comes at 12 weeks when you enter the hospital and you learn hands on. So, I mean, a lot of it is kind of a scam. I will say, I mean, I'm not for a bunch of Asians coming here and taking our jobs. I guess I'm delineating from China. I mean, and have you guys seen all the news, like the newspaper articles? These Chinese students keep getting busted by the TSA with biological weapons and like psychedelic mushrooms and like bombs and shit. Like it happens all the time at the University of Michigan. You can look it up. Like 5 Chinese, literally specific Chinese students have been busted with biological weapon spores that could, if released to our food, could decimate our crops. Legitimately, Google it. It was the University of Michigan. Literally, like 5 Asian students just got busted this year alone. So, I mean, I don't know what's going on, but Trump is like, this ain't it. These people are coming here to literally ruin us from the inside out. But you can legitimately Google it. It's been multiple Chinese
And
international students busted.
also, to Mia's point, I just found an article that said Chinese students were busted for spying on other students. They were told to spy on other students.
See, I mean, they're coming here like they're sleeper cells. They're little sleeper agents coming here, paying cash for their tuition, and we're allowing them here. And they are getting internships all over the country in various places. I mean, it's very, the enemy isn't outside of us; it's now within us. And it's crazy that China is playing Trump and his cronies like that because this is all a gameplay to them. 600,000 potential sleeper agents are here now, dispersed, because those people share an allegiance and loyalty to China way beyond how we feel about America. They're ingrained from the time they come out the womb to be for China. So, I mean, we have 600,000 sleeper agents here now.
I have a
Yay,
clip
us.
that I have a clip that I'd like to play before Skeptic and Enzo respond to Mia's point. I'm gonna play it.
And this should shock no one. So the report came out. It said right now in the United States of America, at one of our universities, there is an organized, orchestrated spy ring. To put this in perspective, when I got here, I said, when I was told that there was a Chinese law in place that required Chinese nationals, including students that come to the United States on visas, and by the way, we take 300,000 Chinese students a year into our universities. There's a law in the books that says they have to provide intelligence gathering and information to the CCP. We also had information in Congress before I even got here that they were setting up these programs to organize spies and push them into our universities using visas. And when I got here and realized that there was no law stopping the visa program, even though we had that information, I immediately launched a bill that would end visas for Chinese students. Now, nothing against Chinese students that want to learn, but if you have a government that is enlisting them, and not just enlisting them, requiring them by law under penalty to be espionage agents when they get here, we cannot keep inviting them into our nation. And so time after time over the last few years, we have found Chinese students with drones, cameras on our military bases, stealing information at our universities, and nothing has been done. So when this report came out 2 days ago, I was not surprised because we launched this bill and we've been advocating and trying to get someone's attention that there were spy rings here right now. Now, hopefully, we will see some action, not only by the university that's been informed of this, where their students saying it's happening, but by the government to do.
Can I read something real quick that I found, just a simple Google search?
Okay.
It says, the recent cases of Chinese students being arrested for allegedly smuggling biological materials in the United States highlight a troubling trend of covert biological research linked to the Chinese Communist Party. Shangwan Han, a PhD student from Wuhan, China, ding, 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 was arrested for sending 4 packages containing undeclared biological material to a University of Michigan laboratory. She was stopped at a Detroit Metropolitan Airport and admitted to both sending the shipments and lying about their contents. This incident is part of a broader investigation into unauthorized CCP-linked bio research and is part of a national security crackdown on such activities. So these are literally sleeper agents in our country.
I ain't gonna lie, Mia. That sounded like a fire Netflix show.
Oh Lord.
Goodness. I'll watch.
A skeptic, what's your thoughts? Do you think that this is a real threat? What do you think?
So I had said like a while back, I also want to clarify on something for those that are coming in late. I'm not saying that Chicago doesn't have crime rates. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that the attack on Chicago as if it's the #1 city with the highest crime is false. That's what I'm saying. And I have FBI crime statistics to prove it. Anyways, I had said a while back that this whole attack on immigrants and students because of Israel, the ones that were protesting because of everything that's going on, I had said it's going to negatively impact the STEM community. If you went to school for STEM, being me, you know that immigrant students play a vital role when it comes to STEM. Saying that they're taking a spot for a US student is not realistic because US students have the availability to go into those positions, but a lot of US students don't want to go into those positions. So they have the ability to come here. They are restricted. They have to like work so many hours. They have to file all these things. They have to work be students and do so many whatever and go into these like curriculums and stuff. If they don't pass, if they fail, if they don't go to get a master's, I want to say that bachelor's isn't good enough. You have to either get a master's or above. You go back to your country. You lose the rights to be here. So I had said, how vital they were. They're not taking positions of US students because we have plenty of positions for US students. With all the things that were happening with immigration and the students being deported, I had said there's going to be this brain drain. A lot of professors, people in the scientific community, one of my old professors who's a physicist, he was going to come on my TikTok and speak on it because he still teaches now. And he had told me like, this is a big deal. This is going to become a problem. I feel like this is the repercussion. This is the other side of it where now they're trying to fix it. They're trying to put a Band-Aid on it because they're realizing how much talent they're losing. And this is not going to work. China is taking everyone in. Other countries like Australia, Canada, they are wanting the students that were coming to America that helped us become the #1 in innovation and help us in research. If you're in the scientific community and you've ever been in like laboratories, gone into researching, there's a lot of Australians, a lot of Chinese, a lot of foreigners that come from these other countries that basically help with innovation. So like we were benefiting from them coming here. We were taking their talent, building on it, and then it was Americanized, right? We have lost that. People don't want to come here. Students are scared to be here. A lot of people that work here basically went back home because they just don't want the smoke. They don't want to get in any problems. So I think that this is what the reaction to that is, and it's not going to fix it.
I have a cool question though, Skeptic. Would it be beneficial to the other countries to get their brain people back to them? Like, does that make sense? The question I'm asking, like their homeland.
I will say this: there is this thought process, like that America, because of Harvard and Columbia and all of these prestige colleges, that we have like the best educators. I don't necessarily think that that's true anymore. But I will say that I think that Canada is going to benefit from this, from people fleeing, because Canada was a country that jumped on it early on. They were like, hey, we'll take you, come over here. China, India, I want to say Australia was another one. And there are people like my professor whose wife is like Romanian, who was like, I'd rather go to another country. US isn't even my home country. I'm just here because she is a chemist. She's a professor who teaches chemistry. So, they were like, hey, all this stuff with immigration is going on. That's scary to some people. She's a resident. She's not American citizen or naturalized citizen, right? So like, you know, it just is going to kind of turn people off that have been sitting here comfortably for years. Why would you want to stay here when you know your talent now? You already got educated in the American system. That's supposed to be best. Whether or not it's better is an argument, it's a different, you know, discussion. But people have this idea that America is like the smartest. We have the best teachers because we take immigrants from everywhere and we make the best, right?
For sure. We'll go to Enzo because we can't go past 2 hours for the automatic shorts. Enzo.
I'm gonna be like 85 on this and be like, I trust the man. He's got a plan. He's doing something behind the scenes that we don't know about. I mean, I don't necessarily agree with it 100%, but if we're really going to sit here and think that we don't have surveillance on all 600,000 of them that are going to come in here that we're accepting in here is a little bit crazy. In my eyes, I'm looking at this as China's not playing Trump. Trump's actually playing China by having eyes on them to see exactly what they're doing, getting the tuition out of these kids, bringing them into the STEM programs, bringing them into these industries, bringing all these companies that would hire these people back to the United States, pretty much getting the labor off them and cheating China out of it and all these countries that would be taking these people in. That's what I'm looking at this as. I'm looking at it as a benefit, but who really knows? I mean, we know we're in a surveillance state already, like since 2000 with the Patriot Act. We know we have surveillance on pretty much everybody. So there's a reason why some of them get caught, and there's a reason why some of them don't get caught. 2020 election, but I mean, that's another story for another day.
True. I agree. Okay. Mia, you want to do your closing thoughts before you leave?
Sure.
Okay, go ahead.
So yeah, I think at the end of the day, everybody should understand that you are protected by the Constitution, and regardless of who's in office or whatnot, you need to, and even if you agree with what they're doing, you need to understand that all it takes is one shot, all it takes is one mistake to happen, and all chaos can come through. So having strategically placed armed men and women and putting the National Guard and putting them in that position to potentially hurt civilians is never the answer. I don't agree with burning flags. However, that is protected by the First Amendment right. And if that's how you choose to express yourself, it is what it is. And yeah, I hope everybody has a good night. Follow me on TikTok. And if you are not subscribed and following the new party, you need to, because we are absolutely hilarious and we do this almost every day.
Facts. Gray, can you bring her down? I'm sorry. I can't do it for some reason. Shout out to Mia. She'll be back tomorrow night. Thank you for coming, Mia. Have a good night at work. But guys, we are wrapping up here. Thank you to everyone for watching. Make sure you hit the notification. Ladies first, so I'm gonna let Skip to go next.
Respond to a comment talking about immigrants just take the money and they send it back to the countries. So the top 3 countries where immigrants send money to is Mexico, India, and China. We are big trade partners with these countries, okay? So much so that American countries have literal like expansions in Mexico, like Ford, for example. And the tariffs, when they were going to apply tariffs on like vehicle parts, it was going to be detrimental to American manufacturing for cars. So like Mexico is one of the biggest trading partners. We have cities in Mexico that are being gentrified by Americans because they're coming in and buying up all of the real estate, and they're making it unaffordable for the average Mexican to live in their own town. So like, it's interesting when I hear people talk about how immigrants are sending all this money to countries when our economies and those countries benefit from each other. So obviously our immigrants' money is circulating back and forth. Mexico being one, China being, obviously we found out how China is so important to the US because trade with China is very important. So our economies are intertwined. Therefore, the money that goes to their country is being circulated back in some way, shape, or form. So anyways, I think you should educate yourself. I love the new party. I like the back and forth. I like us speaking with each other and kind of challenging each other. I enjoyed today. Stay aware of the sharks, Mr. Gray, and follow us on TikTok. Like I always say, don't let anyone trample on your constitutional rights.
Oh man, Gray, can you pull her down? I'm sorry. You're gonna have to do it tonight. It's acting up on my side. Thank you. All right, Kamal, what's your closing thoughts, my man?
All right, first of all, y'all already know I got the new party pinned to the top of the chat on my channel. Y'all go check them out and also hit that notification bell so you know when they go live. You feel me? And then on my end, Kamal Johnson Network, go over there, sub to the channel, and also hit that notification bell so you know when I go live. Today was very informative, very, very funny. Also learned a lot of things. First thing I learned, I guess money is more important than the American flag, because you could burn the American flag, but your ass will go to jail. You burn some money. Second, if I have kids, I'm not letting they ass watch Baby Shark, because I guess sharks ain't about shit. They eat their own little kids. Ain't that about something? God damn. Third, Donald Trump is the greatest president marketer there ever is. You feel me? He knows how to market off things, and at the end of the day, he be executing. Okay, gotta say that. But he might have a challenger on the end. I mean, Gavin Newsom and his comp might, become a challenger. He's doing tweets of bruh and doing all types of other goofy shit on social media and stuff like that. So, hey, who knows? We might get more entertainment down the line. You feel me? Another thing, Eric Clean. I live in San Diego too. Minimum wage should be that much because San Diego is like one of the top most expensive cities in the United States. Damn near the world. It's expensive as hell in San Diego. So yes, stuff gonna be cool out here in Dago, even though the homeless problem is kind of rampant. Yeah, but like I said, today's episode was really good. Learned a lot of things. Learned about the government can't send the military to on the citizens and shit, but look like they break that law whenever the hell they want. And then last but not least, I didn't get the shit on anybody in the chat like I usually do, but somebody stepped up to the plate. Taylor Maine said, how can I trust a guy with heart-shaped glasses? Well, I couldn't trust your mom's mouth to be great, but I still gave it a try. Anyway, everybody else in the chat, shout out to y'all. John, thank you for the compliments, bro, for the shirt and everything like that, and glasses.
Oh
and I'm about to be out of here. I'm gonna let Enzo speak. I think secretly Enzo mailed that MAGA hat to me without me telling me. So I thought we were receiving that soon.
He gave it up
Bro,
for you. That's why he's not wearing it.
I got 6 now. I got you.
Uh-oh.
Got another one coming in the mail tomorrow. This was a great episode. Brad, thank you for coming. We spoke about a lot. It was very educational. Yes, it's great. I'm going to talk on what everyone else thought. You taught us about sharks, man. I didn't know that at all. Not. I knew about I don't even know what an animal it is. There's another animal that does the same thing. But anyway, when it comes down to burning the American flag, like I said, that is the hill that I'm going to unalive on. That should not be protected under the First Amendment whatsoever by any means, anywhere. You can't burn another country's flag in the United States, so hold that same energy. National Guard, like I'm going to keep saying it. Democrats, you guys need to do better. Wouldn't be needed if you just took care of your states, actually combated crime, actually did things to help out your people. When it comes to China, and like I say, it's a surveillance state. They're going to be watched. I think Trump's playing them at the end of the day, but I mean, who knows? I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, I'll be the first person to say it. All I got. For
sure. So I want to pull up the comment. Thank you, everybody, for liking the shark comment. It's infantile cannibalism is a phenomenon where embryos consumes their siblings within the womb or egg. So I'm glad I was able to teach somebody a lot. I definitely like animals. I'm one of the people that watch Animal Planet. I'll say because we mainly talked about National Guard stuff. I was in the National Guard, and a lot of people that get in the National Guard, they're in it really for college money. They really work regular jobs. For me, I was in college when I was in National Guard. I would have been super upset, other than the money, to get to go deploy. So unless they happy about the money, I mean, you do get paid extra to work the extra hours. But I do feel like we're not actually talking about actual people that have to do this, because it may be some, it is people that have like good jobs and then now they can't work their job. But like we always say on a new party, always vote.
Oh, Lord. Okay. So, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm going to end with this. Thomas Jefferson, one of our founding fathers, said it best: the God who gave his life gave us liberty at the same time. Pretty much our founding fathers thought it was important to have our rights be highlighted. So, I'm going to go with skeptic on this. Don't let them trample on your constitutional rights. The country was founded on some inherent rights: the right to free speech, the right to liberty, the right to peace, the right to wellness. And if the government is trampling on that, then I think we should use our voices and speak up. But we will be back tomorrow at 12 p.m. new. We have a big show coming for you. Moving forward, we are starting back with lunch with the new party. It will be every day daily at 12 p.m. We have a new cast member coming, Andre Williams, and we also will have Secret Service Sam coming and joining us. So he'll be back with us Thursday afternoon. But tomorrow we will be talking about Cardi B. Cardi B took the stand today. Many people didn't know that she has an active trial, so we will be breaking that down. I saw some people in the chat excited about it, so shout out to everybody. Definitely come back tomorrow. Shout out to Kamal, shout out to Enzo, shout out to Mia, shout out to Skeptic. Thank you so much for our team. God bless and good night.